Welcome back to another day on the pixelborn Lorcana client. Today we're going to be playing a bounce everything kind of deck. So this deck is going to focus on trying to win in the early game and then using some bounce mechanics to stall long enough to win in the mid game. Hopefully we'll never reach the late game. Hopefully. We will see. So our early cards, we're going to be focusing on playing Maleficent, Pascal's, bouncing our own stuff with Madam Mim to protect Maleficent so we get another chance to replay it and quest with it a second time. Enchantress is a great 2-drop as well, quest for 2, and has a attack challenger? Reverse challenger? I'm not sure what we should call this. When it gets attacked, it gets the challenger ability, so it actually has 3 attacks, so it trades really well. The 1 toughness is a little bit of a downside though, because a lot of times we'll just send like a 1/1 at it, and you know, that is what it is. Flynn, also really great 2-drop, quest for 2. Opponents don't like to attack it if they don't have to, but they will attack it. Fantastic card. Arthur, of course, is the king of the crop right here. Bouncing other stuff, gaining a ton of lore. Works really great with the Madam Mim, so he can be bounced and protected. And then moving from there, we kind of go to our mid game. Cheshire Cat's great, doesn't want to be attacked. Jasper stops our opponent from questing. Goat is our late-ish game closer. He works. You guys have seen Goat. Goat's probably one of my favorite cards in the set because it's so easy to use him to just steal a win when you would otherwise lose with any other character. Mad Hatter and Ray are just our big questers. Ray has the evasive, which is nice. And then we're running Bounce and Mother Knows Best as our additional bouncing. So Bounce is great because we already kind of want to bounce some of our characters. And then we also get to take something off our opponent's board. So forcing them to replay expensive cards is always great. And of course, Mother Knows Best can be sung. Occasionally that will be the case where we will try to sing it. But bounces something back to their hands so they have to replay it. Tempo. Tempo's the name of the game here. So, let's jump in and see if we can't win a few. Going first. Good start. Alright, so I'm actually starting a little later today than I normally do, which puts that's a lot of expensive cards. Let's get rid of all these and go for our cheap ones. Started a little later today than normal, so it does mess with who we play against typically, so hopefully that doesn't bite me in the butt too much. Sounds fairly good. It's an aggressive start. Let's cross our fingers and hope our opponent isn't nearly as aggressive as we hope to be right now. Not going to see Mad Hatter for a while, so let's just get past that. Revealing our colors immediately. Hopefully our opponent wasn't paying attention. That's kind of my fault too, is I tend to not pay attention to the first thing inked, because I'm still looking at my hand deciding what I'm going to be playing in what order. Hopefully my opponents do the same thing. Alright. What do we got, opponent? What are we playing against today? Okay, Nick Wild. Opponent is going to go for the aggressive start. I can respect that. Alright, let's just do it this way. Rubbing the beard for good luck. Alright. I'm guessing it's the item deck. They're going to go with the Amethyst though, so they're going to be heavy on card draw. Good thing we're not attacking hands today. Pascal's good too, but I think we're going to get Arthur down. Let's keep Maleficent. Alright, opponent needs to play something to counteract, but we're likely going to bounce whatever and force them to have to attack with both Noi and Flounder. I think Noi is from The Last Dragon or whatever. I haven't seen it yet. It's on my list of things to see. Okay. Not bad. Could play the snake. Bounce the Arthur. Replay the Maleficent. Let's do that. Now we're gonna trade the Enchantress here. Bounce the Maleficent. Let's ink a Maleficent. Bounce Arthur back to our hand. We'll replay Maleficent. Alright, Enchantress is trading with something here. Popsicle's good. That activates Noi. Again, probably saying that wrong. Is it gonna be a Flounder trade? I imagine Flounder would be the one that trades because Noi can quest for 2. Goat's good. You see the Flounder attack. There it is. And the Noi quest. Ooh, didn't see the quest. They don't want to be attacked. Alright, do we ink the goat for an Arthur and Flynn? I think we're destroying the Mickey Mouse so they can't sing with it. I could bounce my own thing, right? Return, yeah, any character. Alright, there's more goats in the deck. Let's go for it. They want to trade the goat, I think. Do I take pieces off, or do I quest? Here's the thing. If I don't attack, I leave it open to my opponent for the attack. If I save the Madam Mim, though, Arthur can bounce the Madam. And then I gotta... I can play both next turn. Alright, let's wait. The only one that can sing this is Arthur. Let it go, it's gonna hit Arthur. Dang, okay. Well, they spent their whole turn on it, so they can ink something and then play another popsicle. Alright, we will deal with the goat. Get another Flynn down. They can't take out both my characters. Do I bounce the Mickey Mouse? They're coming into Hades territory. Let's just quest. Naturally, I mulliganed both of my card draw spells. 2 of my 4. And now I haven't seen any. Oh, the resist is good. Double resist on Noi. It's funny, I feel like I only see resist decks when I don't play Ruby. But when you play Ruby, it's like, well, of course. Quest. Alright, they need to take down both my characters, which they can do, but it's going to cost them cards in the hand. Judy with the card draw. Mickey Mouse for some ramp. Cogsworth will attack. And if they don't send both the other characters at Flynn, yeah, so they're gonna play out their whole hand, so there's really nothing to discard except for the 1 card. Spellbook down. Alright. They're gonna attack the goat. If they can't get rid of Maleficent, they're in trouble. Card draw. Alright, it's luck of the draw right here, whether the opponent's got it or not. This is exactly where we wanted to find ourselves. Right in the mid-game. 6 ink. Beautiful. Hey, I'll take it. Second, not where I like to be. My heart's pounding because I thought I forgot to push record on that last game. I'm like, no! But I did. I did. Okay, kind of a slow start. Very slow start. A lot of 3 drops. Only one I'd want to bounce is Maleficent, but I have to bounce Corella. Okay, a little bit of a more aggressive start. That's good. Let's hope my opponent's not terribly aggressive. We know they have 1 drops. All right, Ruby Amethyst. We're in a ton of trouble already. Do I even play this game? Is it worth getting Maleficent down? Doesn't get bounced till turn 3. Yeah, let's get Maleficent down. My opponent could have the teeth and ambitions. Gotta get through it somehow. I'm gonna go for the Rush Queen. Alright, I like that too. 3 toughness, but this comes with a bounce. Which one do I prefer? I like both of them. Let's get rid of the cat. I'm a big fan of the cat though, because it gets rid of whatever attacks it. Sorry, Corella. Pass turn. Now I could quest with Maleficent, get the Madam Mim out, possibly attack something. Yeah, let's do it. The other option was setting up Arthur. Quest. Fox will bounce Maleficent. It's cheaper to replay. And also Enchantress will trade if Minnie wants to attack it. I imagine Minnie will attack the Madam Mim though, which I think we like. Could have another Rush character. They're gonna go for Spellbook. Minnie is gonna take out the Enchantress. Awesome. Finally inking here. Alright, could still see a Rush character from my opponent. That's fine if they want to make that trade. They're gonna go for their lore and pass the turn. Interesting. Alright, I think we should just be aggressive. I'm gonna bounce the fox. Just for some additional tomfoolery here. Alright, we could see Dragonfire from the opponent, possibly. They're gonna ink the queen. They're inking the Rush character. So yeah, it is the Dragonfire, okay. If that's the case, then I'm gonna build my board. It's good. Have I inked yet? I have not. opponent's not gonna have a board wipe yet. Let's get aggressive. Alright. Even if they take out Ray and Maleficent, a 1-1, but Goat would be lethal. That's gonna do it. Awesome. Go in second. Alright, what kind of aggression can we come up with? Alright, I got a Pascal into a Mim into an Arthur. Let's get rid of Cruella and the friends. Okay. Probably inking Jasper. Strenuous. I think I've played against you before. Ooh, the double Pascals is good. If that's the case. Ooh, it's a tough choice. I think I'm gonna keep the Flynn. We're gonna play Flynn. Alright, now it's time for opponent to come alive and play something. Also can force something to tap. Okay, we definitely want the Fox then. Also could take down the Flynn, but we could also bounce it and play the Pascal, which means I have to get rid of the card draw. Or I quest and I ink the Flynn. I think having Flynn is better. Bounce the Flynn and play a Pascal. Might end up bouncing this Elsa back to their hand. Well, let's see. What are they gonna play? I suspect Maui's not far away. Alright, we're gonna ink. Quest. Let's return Elsa back to their hand. Play Maleficent. This is the turn where we would probably see Maui. Maui attacking Mim. Elsa down. Don't have to worry about that for a while. We still got another one. Okay, Goat. Not a huge threat. LeFou will quest then. That's a good card. Well, let's see. Could take down the LeFou. Then bounce the Mim and the Goat. Quest. Replay Mim, bounce Maleficent. And I haven't inked yet, so I can replay Maleficent. Not a threat. Let's focus on our game plan. Alright, we're gonna bounce Madam Mim. We're gonna bounce Merlin. We're gonna gain a lore off that, which I'm sure they like. Can replay the snake, or can let's replay the snake. The other option was inking Mim and then playing this one. I think I prefer this. All right, this is their last turn before board wipes are a thing. And they gave up. I will take it. Second. Okay. Pascal into Snake or into Flynn. Actually seems like a pretty decent hand. It's low to the ground, it's aggressive, it can get wide if we need it to. Amethyst. Alright, our turn 2 is gonna be Flynn. Alright. How's this gonna go? Amethyst and Amber. Okay. Lantern sneaks out a Stitch. Or Queen. Alright, they're gonna have the Queen already. Alright, I think we definitely have to play the Snake here. We're gonna play the Snake because if they want to shift the Queen and then do anything with it, they're gonna lose it to Madam Mim. Yeah, now opponent's stuck. Now they're like, oh, that's not good. Let's plan on using the Queen to do some stuff. And if they quest with it, we certainly take it out. Now they're gonna ink the Queen. They did have it. Did they have the other one though? The second one though. They don't. Rafiki's back, baby. There's a lot of Arthurs. I'm gonna go for a double play here, I think. Okay. Quest. Can Rafiki can quest. Now they're gonna play what? A Mufasa. Bouncing Rafiki's no good, but bouncing Mufasa's not bad. Make him have to replay the whole turn. Trade Mim. Ugh, but I want to take down that Queen as well. Because you know they're going to still have it. Well, if I might still get the Rafiki. Let's take down the Queen. Ink the cat. Alright, do I need to bounce the Mufasa? Or should I play Arthur? Bounce the Mufasa, they do something else. Mufasa can sing. They don't have much in there for singing. I think we play the Arthur. Mufasa might just jump into the Madam Mim. I think we're gonna see the Rafiki trade. Quest with the Mufasa. There we go. I got exactly what I wanted out of my Madam Mim. 2 Mufasas. Alright, I can actually deal with both of them. That's funny. I have to sing if I want to deal with both of them, though. And Arthur has to do the singing. Protect the Maleficent. Because it doesn't have any special ability when it's attacked, unlike Flynn. Plus, they're going to want to attack Arthur if they can. Alright. One Mufasa back. Oh, that's good. Bounce the Maleficent. Play the Mim, bounce the Arthur. There's an argument for keeping Arthur down. Mufasa probably wants to attack it. But I have lethal in play, so they have to attack the Flynn. Have to attack the Flynn or have some kind of removal. They're attacking Flynn. Alright, I think we've reached a point in the game now where we're on defeat my stuff or lose. And that's always a strong position to be in. Are we gonna see an Yzma here? Let me draw some cards. I'm doing this on 4 ink this whole time. There's an Yzma. Probably Maleficent because it quests for the most. Ooh, Goat's really good. Let's see if I quest with both. Think about how do I get Arthur down. Alright, we're definitely questing with both. Here's Arthur and Cruella. Alright, if any of my board state can survive, we're in a really good spot because of Merlin. But will it be enough? Look at these cards I got up here. Look at them. They're so cute. Mufasa's going to take out Madam Mim because it's likely going to get him a free card. Could see Lantern on top. I doubt it though. Most cards in the deck are going to be characters. That's a free Stitch. That's probably everything he hoped for. Yzma can't take out anything. And that's game. Ah, go in second. Okay. Pascal's good. A lot of bounce. Mad Hatter's a little too much right now. 1, 2, 3, sing. That's probably actually really slow for us, especially going second. Two Pascals is good. Uh-oh. Okay. Amber, Sapphire. Steel is our bane. You'll notice that my rank has changed in some of these wins. I played against 2 steel decks and we literally just can't do squat to them. They have a turn 5 board wipe, which is too fast for us. So yeah, I had a 2-minute game where I got absolutely annihilated and a 50-second game where I saw exactly they had their queen on turn 2, and I knew then I was just walking into a swords. This could be a dwarf deck. Isn't there a dwarf that deals damage to stuff? Alright, let's go wide and get aggressive. Well, it's not going to have a board wipe, so that's good. We're free to go wide. Alright, they're going to get a couple dwarves down, I suspect. Let's see, are we bouncing? Dog. Gonna get some. Well, we can bounce whatever they play off of it. Let's get Maleficent down. Draw a card. Another goat's good. Haven't actually seen the dwarf deck in a long time. Perhaps it's time to shine with this current meta. Okay, next thing's doubly cheap. It's just Cogsworth a little cheaper. Can't target the Cogsworth with my bounce. Let's go for some goats. I got a lot of goats, but it's gonna be very hard to erase my opponent. Might say Doc attack Maleficent, but I doubt it. If anything, Cogsworth will. Nah, I don't think Cogsworth will. Because then it's open to a threat from the goat. Alright, we'll definitely have to bounce Bashful. Alright, opponent's strategy is on the field. Man, I have all 4 Pascals? Dang. Opponent's got way more questing action than I do, though. Jasper's good. Ink a goat. Play Pascal. We're gonna bounce Pascal. Oh, it's not a song. It's not a song! It's not a song! I threw that game because it's not a song. Alright, well, Goat can take something out. Goat's gonna have to take something out. 3 damage stock. And at best, I can only do 1 damage to Snow White. Keeps me in the game, but it's not gonna be enough, I don't think. My +7's not lethal. Since it's not lethal, they don't know I got another goat. Both on +7. Oh boy, let's hope I didn't just throw the game by confusing bounce with being a song. They do know I got a goat in play though, and I could send the goat into combat. So they know I could have lethal. There's nothing they could do about it, but that means they'll probably take down Maleficent. In which case they still don't know about the other goat. That's the only card they really can safely take out is Maleficent. Whew, I thought we threw it. Welcome to the post-game wrap. So yes, you'll notice my rank did change. I mentioned this in one of the games. My rank did change between a couple of games. I did immediately go against, so I won the first 2-3 games, and then we went against an Amber Steel who beat me in 2 minutes. The swords just devastated my board and there was no recovery from that. And then literally the very next game lasted exactly 50 seconds. They got their queen out, shifted into their queen, and then the following turn they played Ariel and grabbed a swords. And I knew from that moment, game was over. No way I could build up my board and be competitive. They were going wide, had the power they needed, and had the swords to absolutely devastate us. So, the weakness of this deck is a grab your swords. How do you fight grab your swords? That's my question for you. How do you fight and grab your swords? Because that's what's going to keep this deck, that's what's going to make this deck competitive. If we can find a way to make swords not a thing, then we'll actually be in a really strong position. This deck could be really strong. What these colors need is resist. But resist isn't good enough for a lot of this. 1 toughness, 1 toughness, 1 toughness, and I got a lot of copies of these, so we're gonna see that 1 toughness. So even if we had resist 1 on them, swords is still devastating. But how do you beat the swords? I genuinely do not know. That's what's holding this deck back is swords. Second you play against steel, game over, quit, go to the next game. Because if they get their swords down, you lose. Other than that though, The deck is very fast and took down everyone else with relative ease. Ton of fun. I actually really like the deck. Link is in the description down below for the Dreamborn.Inc deck list. Grab the list, play with it yourself. Let me know what you think. Let me know what changes you make and how you're dealing with steel, and if what you've changed makes it worse in the other matchups, because that's also important. If you become good against steel and weak against everything else, that's not any better. Also down there you find a link for the Discord, an ever-growing community. Thank you guys so much for making me a part of your morning routine. I've been getting more and more comments about that. You guys are waking up in the morning just before work or before school and watching the videos. I absolutely love that. You guys are the reason why this channel is taking off the way it is. I couldn't do it without you guys. It's an absolute dream come true. I've been on YouTube for 7-8 years now, and only now has the channel finally started to spike. When the shorts came out, I'm sure you're like, but Winter, you have 13,000 subscribers. When shorts came out, I jumped on the bandwagon, was making Minecraft shorts, and that's where most of those subscribers came from. So it's a very hollow number, that 13,000. It's really only something like 2,000 is an active part of the community. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Thank you for sharing the video and showing me all the love and the awesome comments I get from you guys. It means the world to me. But that's gonna do it. Oh, Patreon. I forgot about Patreon. If you want to be 2 videos ahead of everyone else, there's a link for the Patreon down below. Patreon members saw this video 2 days ago. So if you want to be ahead of everyone else like them, there's a link for that as well. But that's going to do it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.